What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Tipped Out Podcast here with your hosts, Danny Christy from Danny Christy Golf and Brandon Palmer from Balance Performance Golf. We've got a crazy special episode for you guys today. Mr. Danny Christy won his first professional golf event, a PGA section event. That's big time, dude. Your first event and a first win. So that's some early success for you, though, man. How's it sinking in, the big win?
Oh, it's just crazy, man. Those millions hit my bank account and are changing my life. No, it was cool, man. It's funny when sometimes you just do the right things and it just pays off, and it's nothing. It's no more than, it's just cool to go and perform and not even necessarily realize what you're doing, and then you just do it, and it's cool, and then it just happened fast. Drove to Syracuse in the morning, left at 5 a.m., played, got done, drove back, worked a little bit in the afternoon. And it's cool going forward to be able to add that little bit more confidence, and just kind of that mental edge,
Definitely, dude. So you're working through your PGA books right now, right? A PGA apprenticeship, and then
Correct.
and so what course was it that you played? You said you went to Syracuse, 5 a.m.
Yes. So we played Onondaga Country Club.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I yawn.
All good. We've been grinding here, folks. What time is it? It's 9:55. We've been having some technical difficulties. Danny sorted it. We out here getting the pod in. Onondaga Country Club, right? Back into it.
So, which by the way, beautiful golf course. I was fortunate enough to play with the assistant pro there. So he was in the event, and great dude.
Nice.
Had a blast playing with him, and the other kid in my group was also a blast to play with. I think that was the other part about it, was like it didn't almost even really feel like a tournament. It was really cool to play and meet some people, and just kind of network a little bit, chat with them. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful golf course. Very well maintained, very slopey, a lot of side hill lies. And really, honestly, I just kind of got kind of lucky. Like I found something. I haven't been playing a ton. I've been playing just enough to try to keep everything in shape. Found something with my swing that was working for the front nine, and then on the back nine started turning into some hooks, and was able to just rely on the short game and grind it out. And it really came down to kind of what Palmer and I harp on and talk about all the time, but you can't stress it enough, just mentally staying in around. And I go back again to one of my favorite quotes, which I will be continuing to tell myself probably for a long, long time while I'm on the golf course. And it's that one where you don't have to be hitting it great to be worthy to put up a good score. And that's all I told myself when I'd hit a bad one. It's easy to get frustrated, but it's cool when you can hit quite a few bad ones, but then still get up and in, and or make a big putt, or just hit it good, and just know that you just have to hit it good enough to get up by the green, and just grind it out,
Literally. And so did you have like any knowledge about playing this event? I don't think we didn't talk about it much. Did you get a practice round, anything?
No, it was
We went in
I mean,
raw.
yeah, it almost helped me, I think, in a sense,
Lowering
it's
expectation, maybe?
yeah, it was interesting. I went in with such little expectations. It was a funny story of, like, I was telling my parents about it. I'd actually been like, I'm starting up work again, was getting busy, like trying to do all these other things, right? So then you're trying to manage like your time and your schedule. And I didn't realize it until literally it was perfect timing the night before, but I was kind of just stressed out, and like, like was trying to get to the gym that night, and I was just like, screw it. My good friend Nate Aldis was working at the snack bar at the course, and we ended up he was there late and I was there late, and he's like, and we just had a big league, and he's like, you just want to go to the bar quick and see all the league guys and hang out. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, and I text my brother. I was like, sorry, man. Like, we're not going to the gym tonight.
Yeah.
And I just went there and had a good time, couple drinks, and then got home, went to bed pretty early. And that was huge for me. I think it helped me relax. And then I just
Mm,
went in and played some golf and
mm,
was excited to kind of have a day off and play. And
yeah.
it was sweet.
That's huge, bro. I think it really comes down to that, especially maybe at the stage we're at, or like where we're gonna be. It's not that extreme elite level, but it's high caliber golf, and I think it's really all about lowering expectation, finding the time for that practice, and then letting go and allowing yourself to just go play. Like you said, it was a nice off day. Got to network. It didn't seem like everybody there was trying to like murder you. It just seemed like everybody wanted to have their best day, and you just hoped that yours was a little bit better. And I think that's just a good vibe of it. And the other piece of it was probably like what Clive tells our students all the time is you're never gonna be like fully ready. If you're always waiting or fully ready to play a tournament, like it's just not gonna happen. You got to get out there, like you said, find something good mentally. Hopefully your swing's there a little bit. You're gonna find the face a couple times, and then you just go out there and score and have a good time and let it happen. And it's just really cool to see. But especially leading up from all of our talks and our recent podcasts about how in our heads we've been, how crazy the game is, how tough it is. And then I remember talking to you like maybe a day before, 2 days before, and we both had that feeling of like, yo, we found something. And that like it's weird. Our games work on that like telepathic wave sometimes, bro. I don't know. It's crazy, but really cool.
So, and it was really cool. I remember talking to you, and I sent you the video. We send those audio
Hmm.
recordings back and forth on text message, and yeah, I just remember telling you, and it was like I just remember going into it. I was really excited to just play competitively again, and really like had no, like the anxiety that we've all gotten plenty of times when we play
Yep.
competitively. I didn't have that, and I think it was because I was just, first of all, my expectations were non-existent. I didn't really have any expectations, which I think is huge. And then secondly, just I really was just excited to go play and wanted to. It's like if you just look at it as an opportunity to see where you're at. That's all it was. I was like, all right, I guess we're gonna find out what I'm made of right now because I haven't played competitively in a year,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna go play. And
Hmm.
and for some reason, I don't know why, but I had some sort of blind trust in myself, um, that just led to me staying calm all day and not really caring
Hmm.
you know what had happened or had just happened. I was just able to relax and stay in the present and
Yep.
think about the next shot, which is really, it sounds so easy to say, but it's so incredibly hard sometimes. But it
Yep.
was super easy that day, and I'm not really sure why, but
A round of golf, according to Dr. Bob Rotella from that book we've been talking about, and I've been reading the second book to Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. It's The Golfer's Mind. Yeah, that one. It's like a little guidebook to the first edition there, where it dives deeper into all these little things of routine, mindset, visualization. And he says, like, a round of golf does not start on the first tee. It starts the night before, sometimes days or weeks before. And yeah, I feel like you play catch up if you don't go into the round with a positive mindset or have those expectations, or like he really talks about kind of thinking through or being ready for any scenario. Your first tee shot is topped, or you're coming down the stretch and all of a sudden you get a bad break or you end up in a divot. Like if you've played those scenarios out in your mind, you're not overwhelmed or like derailed when you come across those things. And it sounds like to me you just beat yourself to it in terms of the mindset. Like you went into it with a really positive mindset and it was kept throughout the course. Like if once you made the turn, if you were like, somewhat in contention or whether you knew it or not, and then you're like, oh, I gotta trust my swing, or like I better really buy in. Like, it's too late. Like you've already played, like it's already happening. You're already supposed to be in that flow state and not thinking technical or past or future. It's staying in the moment, that flow state. And that's what I really miss about competitive golf, dude, is like there's no other way to describe it. It's a perfect match of like nonchalant, confidence, and literally like your brain being shut off, because that's what they call the flow zone or flow state, when like you're just reacting to the situation. You're looking at the target, you're setting up, and you're just hitting the shot. Like, it's crazy. As soon as you're over the ball, like you think backswing thought, or you don't look up at the target, or just that little, it's instant, can be gone in an instant. And then as soon as you hit that bad tee shot, who knows? It could be a bad second shot, and then a wedge, and then the tournament's over. And it's all in your own mind too, right? Like you could be 5 ahead and just make a bogey and think you're already out. Like you said, dude, staying mentally in a round is so, so crucial. And that's why you got to play, even when you're not ready.
Yeah.
If you're going to play shitty, at least like try and see how far you can get yourself back to even or square, or at least try and keep your mental. If you're having a shit day, bad kicks, don't throw clubs, don't make it bad for your other playing partners. Like, just see whatever aspect you can take out of it that day. See how good you can get at it, or how much you can improve it, or at least get knowledge of it. So that's just how I'm.
Yeah. I wish I had better words, and I definitely have had better words cross my mind, but just curious to know like what changes on really how you get into that flow state. I don't know why, but like, for some reason that was one of the most flow state rounds I think I've ever been in, and I don't know why really. I think there's a lot of, I think it's just the place you are in life, like a ton of factors, dude. Like I really had no, like, and I feel like personally I've been working on too, but I really had no like, what I'm really trying to work on is not let like my own like, this is hard to, we're gonna have to work around this and cut it, but it's
No, I think
don't be so self-conscious almost, and that's like almost all it was. Like even the whole like the trip down, like I told my mom the most nervous I was the whole day was getting on to 81. Like I, know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and for me it was like almost the whole day of was like, other than the golf was a little more stressful. So then for me the golf was like just the thing to do and enjoy almost.
Yeah.
Cuz like the driving stresses me out, like going to somewhere new for the first time where you don't know anybody and you have to then try to like fit in, as weird as that, like that stresses you out. So then like for me, it's part of one of the biggest things was like getting there and not looking like an idiot and trying to like know what I need to do, because all these guys have played in it before. And I just remember telling myself like, dude, just do what any normal person would do. Like, and I feel like in those situations, people get in their head a lot and get weirded out by like how they should act and what other people will think about the way they act. And instead, I was like, dude, just go in, talk to the guy in the pro shop, and say, where's the sign in? You know, and that's like,
that's as simple as it can be, dude. And I think that's just like a life thing or a life lesson itself. Like, we always get caught, whether it's in the gym or on the range or anywhere, like we're always thinking that other people care so much. Dude, they're so worried about themselves, and like it doesn't matter if he's a 35-year-old pro that's been to these events before. Like, it's the same thing. Everyone's got kind of social anxiety about stuff, but when you actually like talk to yourself, or in a positive way, like yell at yourself and say, yo, cut that shit out. Like,
yes,
it's not about being a man or an adult or anything. It's just about being stronger than like your inner insecurities, basically, dude. Like, puff your fucking chest out, hold your chin high, walk in there and be like, yo, I've never played here before. Like, what's going down?
exactly.
You know, and when you do that, you just like open up so many more doors and opportunities for yourself, because you're allowing like yourself to be a little bit vulnerable and also learn, bro. I don't know if it's the phones or the technology or just how quick we get information, but so many people are like afraid, I feel, to learn and like fail, bro. Like, I'm trying to like fail on purpose just so I can like learn and interact more. And when everyone like has such a negative connotation to failing or losing or a business crashing, like, you just got to change that perspective, dude. It's not what it's about. Like, you're going to lose far more than you're going to win at almost anything in life. So you better get used to it, or at least get stuff out of it. And I don't know, that's just an incredible perspective and an awareness you had. And I think that's what really helped you kind of, clutch up and get the win, man. It's that's incredible. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Like, you won a golf tournament against PGA pros. Like, it's That's legit, bro. You overcame both technical and mental. No practice round. Like, it's just really cool to see, bro. I'm really, really happy for you, and many more to come, dude. I think we're gonna be able to have some really cool content and some really cool things come with this kind of stuff. I'm definitely gonna be trying to play more myself.
Thank you, dude. Couldn't have said that better. What you just said, all the stuff you just said is basically exactly what I was saying and thinking, and that's really all it was. Like, it is really freeing to just relax, take a second, and go, okay, dude, just stop getting so like,
Hmm.
I want to fit in. I want to fit in, and it really was. I think what you basically said nails it, and finds some of the words I can't find. Of like, I just went and I said, okay, dude, like, I was excited almost to be in a new situation instead of being so like anxious about it, and I just said, just be yourself and
Yeah.
just don't worry so much,
Mhm.
and that's literally all I did, and it clearly was awesome, and it definitely
Yeah.
made me feel better leaving the situation.
Danny Christy is dope, bro. Be Danny Christy. Everybody likes Danny Christy, bro. That's a fact.
Enough of that, man. Let's get into you, because you played in a tournament, a little bit different style
A little
tournament, but I
different.
do need to hear about it because I do believe you won, correct?
We did, yeah. It was a charity scramble event for the veterans of the Korean War. So an interesting,
Okay.
yeah, pretty specific kind of charities and funds. But yeah, really cool dynamic. A guy I don't remember. Did you ever play when you were here with Rob? Remember getting,
Yeah, played around with Rob. Yeah,
yeah.
cool dude.
So yeah, Rob hit me up and he needed a fourth and went there. And it was really cool, man. We our team was pretty stacked. Like I said, we had a an ex Georgia Bulldog player, myself, and then
Was it Kisner, dude?
not hosted the tournament, but he sponsored the group and the team. It was
Who
his
did?
company. The guy that played with us, Rob's friend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, his first name just slipped my mind. And then Rob and dude, it was a really good turnout. I really liked some really well put together tournaments. They had good 50-50s, good breakfast, lunch after, good prizes, and just some incredible causes, man. I mean, right to the veterans, our local like chapters, I guess you can call it. Something called the Fisher House, where it like hosts veterans and their families in need. So just an incredible turnout and really cool to see stuff like that put together around us. But yeah, bro, we shot 53 and
Was
yeah,
it par 72?
yeah. We tore it up, bro. We
That's
and you could of course like you could buy mulligans, so I didn't end up buying any, but the other guys we bought a couple and I think we only had to use two, but then they had a hole. The 10th hole was a par four. We played at St. Lucie Trail. Shout out to them, a solid club. Um, and yeah, so the 10th hole they had a golf ball launcher, and so it was like you ever seen a potato launcher, like those homemade PVC
yes.
rigs, but it wasn't that. It was a full titanium. And he's like, "Yo, like you guys can, if everyone in your group throws in $20, you get an automatic hole in one on this par four, and you get to shoot this cannon and try and get it close to the green." Homie like puts it on my shoulder, and he's like, "All right, aim it up," and I'm like aiming it. He's like, "No, like way higher." Dude, I aimed this thing up in the air and just cuckoo. The ball just took off, like looked like 60 yards right, and I was like, "Dang, kind of blocked that one." He's like, "No, watch." Dude, the wind hits it, and it was literally like a 400-yard hole or more. And that thing came down probably pin high right. It was like 20 feet. And then Rob went and hit it to like maybe 12 or something. And then like the closest one, it was probably like 8 feet that day, I think. Um, they got like a cool speaker and like some Bacardi and some cool prizes. So I
So
think
everybody was just ripping that cannon on that
yeah,
hole?
if everyone donated $20, how cool of like an idea and also like
Yeah.
a little like way to get them to donate. Like, yo, your whole group will get a hole in one if you donate. And I was like, guys, like that's three shots on the field. Like, let's do it. And so, uh, Yeah. So I think we would have probably tied, honestly, if we didn't do that. I hope every other group did that, but
I'd imagine everybody did that.
yeah, the round started well, dude. Like I just one of those things too, man. Like I had no expectation. It was literally a scramble with just some good dudes for a cause. So I was like, like have a little faith in your game and a decent amount of confidence, even if it's false. And I just went out there and was like, just gonna hit some shots, and homeboy hit some shots, and we had a really good time. Rob putted incredibly. Everyone contributed, and I think that's the coolest thing about a scramble is like, we didn't have any bogeys. That's a good thing. We parred, I think maybe three par threes, and but yeah, everyone was just in good spirits, man. It was a good time. Like I hate when there's like a scramble event or something, and you like feel so much pressure. Like people get like
Oh yeah,
mad. I'm like, dude, like the grand prize we got was like a paid round at like a local club. Like it's not
yeah,
I'm not playing for thousands, bro. I'd probably strap it on a little bit more, but
yeah. No, that's
uh,
facts.
just a cool thing. It wasn't as competitive as like golf we're used to, but still
Yeah,
nonetheless, nice little tournament. And that one doesn't have to go on the resume, but it definitely was a good day and just another day to be blessed to be on the course. And again, man, just there was no expectations as a team. We were like, you got some good players. Dude from Georgia hits at like 330, dude. With a stick. So it was just a great day. But nonetheless,
that's cool, man.
tournament golf. Tournament golf. I'm excited.
Everyone, everyone knows this too, but Captain and Cruz come down to putty.
It does. I made some putts.
I was gonna say, I need. Were there any? Did you guys stick to an order?
We really did, bro, and that was crucial. Everyone kind of knew the hierarchy going in. I was batting third. I was letting
Fair,
the
let the D1 guy go last. Let him
I
go
let him be
last.
anchor. I let him be anchored. It was really good though. Yeah, the order of putting was crucial. The first one, we kind of just read it a little bit. The first guy would go, then you would say, I pulled it, pushed it, hit that one good, and then like we just kind of decoded it as we went down, and crazy right off the jump we all missed, and Rob I think went third. Yeah, Rob went third. No, maybe he even went fourth. Yeah, the first hole was a par three, and he made probably a 15-footer. The last guy to putt right to start us off for birdie, and I was like, let's get it. And then the next one was a par four again. I hit it to like 6 inches, and then yeah, it was just a good time. I think we switched maybe 5 holes left. The boy from Georgia started putting first. I don't know if that just gave us kind of like a better read right off the jump, or if he was
Uh-huh.
feeling super confident. But it was good. There was a couple times we had some back against the wall, like 20, 30 footers, and then like you see two good putts, and I'm like, that's the line. Like, it's the same thing as tour pros, especially like we've seen so many tournaments where they hit it close to each other, and it's like first guy misses a little bit, second guy is probably making it. Like
Yeah,
they're
those
pretty.
guys are so good at hitting their line.
Yeah. And so that was great. But no, just a solid day. Good people, really good cause. Just happy to be out there.
That's that's cool, man. This is just kind of something funny. There's nothing. Your putting stroke can really get exposed in a Captain and Crew tournament, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
we've all been there where you're either watching the guy or you're the guy that someone's like, "Oh, you're pushing it,
Yeah.
like every
Yeah.
putt."
And it's so funny. You sit up behind them, they're like, yeah, I'm going right over that leaf. And you're like, what leaf, bro? Like, and then they hit the little flip pop stroke, and you're like,
Yeah,
perfect. I'll get a line off that. But no, solid, man. I'm really happy. We haven't talked about this yet, but with the TrackMan numbers and all that stuff, I was referencing my phone, dude, on those wedge numbers. So with pitching wedge 50 and 54, broke my 58 sitting on my desk behind me, so I don't have that. But 50, 54, 50, and pitching wedge, and I went from 30 yards all the way to like 120 in what those uh, distances would be for carry, whereas like my hands will be in relative to my body. So like knee high, pocket high, low rib, mid rib, shoulder, and then full. Dude, that is so crucial to get those numbers back. I hadn't low key knew them, but like it was kind of just guessing. So I literally had it perfectly mapped out of my feet being a fist width apart, 2 fists, 3, or full stance. Dude, like I literally couldn't miss. Like it worked out so well. I was just really calculating it right in my head and really felt the positions. It was hot. We were hot for a while. It was we went a good amount of holes without a par. All birds.
That's awesome, man. There is nothing more important than getting those yards, like especially inside 100 yards or 125. Like getting those yardages correct with the wedges changes everything, man.
Dude, it does, because like now I just have more confidence. If I can just get in the fairway, I'm making par or birdie. And then it's like, okay, well, if I'm wedging it this close, I can putt mediocre and still technically shoot par relatively, like, so
Yeah.
it just goes hand in hand. I would have to say, like, proximity to the hole with wedges is absolutely one of the biggest keys to like confidence, positive scoring, consistency. Like, I don't know, you can usually get it off the tee. No one likes to hear it, but like, bro, some rounds you might honestly just have to hit driving iron or 4-iron or hybrid. Like, some courses are not always going to fit 3-wood or driver or even less than that. I think sometimes we always think every course is like the same or should play the same, or you just have to shape your game to the course. It's like anything, man. It's
what you have that day.
Moving and changing thing. Huh?
I said in what you have that day.
Yeah, exactly. It's so relative. But yeah, so I just think just a super cool thing, bro. Absolutely incredible to see you winning out there on tour, and can't wait to see more. But I think that's going to be all for us here today, folks. We're pretty tired, pretty geared up for this upcoming week. Got a lot coming for you guys. We're going to dive into our bunker, bunker plan, bunker, what do we call the last episodes? Like, I'm trying to think of the word for like a set.
Like a bunker mini series, maybe?
Yeah, mini series. We like that. We're going to go into a bunker mini series. All kinds of shots, how to play them, our setups, our key takeaways. Maybe, hopefully, have a guest on that's somewhat of a bunker expert. We're not sure who we'll get for that yet. We've got a couple names bouncing around the brain. But nonetheless, brother, you got anything else to add?
I just want to say we have dealt with some computer and technological issues, also just managing our schedules now. Basically, I'm just busier, so it makes it harder for Brandon and my times to match up.
Yeah.
But we're keeping at it, and yeah, the Rick Stewart YouTube video will be up. It's just we had some issues. We should be all set.
Yeah.
I tried to upload it several times, but then didn't realize what was wrong, but we should be good, so that will be up. Hopefully most of you have already listened to it on Spotify and your podcast platform.
Definitely. So yeah, like he said, that is up there on the Spotify, Apple, coming out. And same thing for this one. It's going to be in our description on Instagram and also in the description and probably pinned comments for YouTube. But remember, guys, click the link. It's going to be join the Tipped Out family. That's going to keep you guys updated. We're going to make sure you guys never miss a video, whether it be YouTube or podcast. We'll keep you updated on all of our discounts that we're going to be working with other companies or our personal discounts with brands, as well as when we drop our ebooks or some instructional stuff as well, both tipped out and personal. So click that link, guys. Subscribe to the email list for our Tipped Out family here. If we've got nothing else, brother, it's going to be peace and love signing off.
Peace and love signing off. BP, you have a good day tomorrow, and we will be in touch.
You as well, brother. Everybody have a blessed evening. Whenever, wherever you're listening to this, have a great day. God bless everybody.
Contraband got that dope.
Sometimes I don't feel alright. New girl on my face, she said she nigga, but that's why I don't feel alright. Catch me in the good mood, I just might.
Stop talking, I'm breaking the bank. Yeah, I'm popping so fast.